Hey guys, welcome to another video on Bharat in Germany. In this video, we have a very special guest with us who is Aditi from Ukraine. She has been making some wonderful videos on her YouTube channel. And we were, of course, searching for another country comparison, and that was Ukraine. So we came across her. We asked her if she would be interested in coming to the channel and having a chat with us, and she did. So, Aditi, welcome to the channel. Tell us a bit about yourself, and then we jump into our topics.
Hi, so my name is Aditi and I'm studying in Ukraine, Odessa right now. So I'm doing MBBS here. So it's my third year. Like I have completed my third year and I'm entering fourth year. I had just had my exam for those. And so that's all. And I'm basically from India.
Mm-hmm. And which part of India are you from?
I'm from Uttarakhand, Haridwar.
Very nice. I think everybody knows about that city for sure. So,
Yeah.
like, what was the first reaction of your parents when you said, like, okay, I'm going to, like, go abroad and, like, I'm going to do my MBBS there?
Yeah, so basically first I was trying in India. So like I gave my exam for NIT as well. And then I was not getting a nice college also. So I decided let's go outside and pursue my MBBS there. So my parents were like, first they were like, no, let's try 1 year more that you can get admission here. So I was like, why to waste time? And let's go outside and let's start it. So it was not that hard for me to convince them because they were like, why to waste time? They got convinced very easily. So yeah, that's not a big part of that. It was
Okay.
really easy for me.
Yeah, I mean, I know a bit about the medical side, but like I do know that like finding places and stuff in the universities there, it's just horrible. And like the thing is, like the competition shouldn't be so hard that like if somebody wants to study a particular thing that he doesn't even get the chance to study it. Like I think this is so stupid. And in most
Yeah.
of the European countries, you see like if somebody wants to study something, there are enough places available that the person can study that thing.
Yeah, that's what India is making it even harder now. Like even after I have to complete my education here, I have to go there and I'll have to give my exam that I have done MBBS there. So that's the worst part about India, I think.
I've heard, Aditi, I think like you guys have to give a licensing exam or something in India when you go
Yeah,
back.
yeah,
Hmm.
it's the like MCI exam.
Hmm. And you have to like what
But
learn all of the Indian syllabus and write the exam, or like how does it work?
yeah, first of all, like here the studying pattern is really different from India. So we have to study like everything about India as well because we have to clear that exam. Even after that, a licensing exam, if you want to pursue like for PG, we have to give a separate exam. So we have to study even for that. So I think that's even hard because like when you're studying in a different country you have a different syllabus and different everything. Not the medical is different in every country, but it's obviously different because we are like having some different perspective when we are studying here.
Hmm.
So when we have to go back to India, we have to think a lot and we have to study even much harder than the Indian students have to.
Hmm. Hmm. Now, if I like, if at the stage that you are at right now, like, can you imagine like
Yeah.
staying in Ukraine and like working here as a doctor, or like that is not a priority for you right now?
For me, Ukraine is not a priority anyways because I want to do after this maybe in Germany. I'm even learning German language here.
That's very good.
Yeah, I'm doing A1 right now. So even after that, if I don't do it in India, I'll be trying for Germany.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So I've started my preparation for language for Germany here only.
That's very good. I mean, like before this, we had a call with a doctor like on the channel, and he has been like
Okay.
guiding students with like the entire MD procedure. So he also told me the same thing. He said like if you want to do MBBS, like it makes a lot more sense if you're doing it in Russia or Ukraine. And like afterwards, if you want to do MD, then yes, for MD, Germany makes sense because like you
Yeah.
can get there a bit easier. But like for MBBS, like in Germany, the waiting periods are massive. So I think anybody who is still like looking for a medical degree like MBBS or something, Ukraine and Russia are still the better options.
Yeah. Like if a student is there in India, so he has to like first of all there is 5.5 years in India and here it's 6 years. So that's the pattern is same in Germany and India, in Ukraine as well.
Hmm.
So when the person has to do it from Ukraine, it's even easier for us to like
Hmm.
get in Germany. And I even have a friend in Germany. she told me that her many friends are waiting, like they get admission there, but they have to study very hard. But for international students, I think she told me it's easier for them.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Aditi, can you tell me a bit about the education system in Ukraine?
So basically, like when you come to the university, like in India, we have 75% of the attendance. Here you have 100% attendance.
Insane.
Yeah. So that's the
Okay.
massive difference between India and Ukraine.
Crazy. Crazy stuff.
Yeah, we have to clear each and every, like every lesson. Like we have lessons, so we have to clear each and every lesson here. So
Mm-hmm.
that's very hard for an
In
Indian
Germany, you
student.
have like at least in the engineering side, you don't have any obligation at all. Like you can have
Yeah.
0% attendance, still write your exam and be done with it. But I maybe for the medical side in Germany is also different. Like who knows? I think there should be, right? I mean, like doctors are supposed to like tear you open and like do surgeries inside
Yeah.
you. So better that you attend the classes, than having no classes at all.
No, not only for MBBS. Here for everything you have to give 100%.
Okay. Okay. That's
Like
very
even
interesting.
engineering or even for schooling, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that was a shocking thing when you come to Ukraine. You hear about this.
Mm-hmm. And do you also have a lot of public and private universities there?
Yeah, we have mainly private universities, not like mainly of government.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, even my university, like where I'm studying, is Odisha National Medical University. So it's government, and I think some of its part is like private also.
Okay.
So yeah.
Sounds good. And let's talk a bit about the fees and stuff. Like, how much does it generally cost to study in Ukraine?
Okay, so first of all, when you come here, like you have around 6,000 USD for like admission, insurance, and the first years whatever you have to do there. And basically, a first year tuition fees is just 4,500 and above tuition fees, and
Mhm,
it keeps increasing by year. Like till 6 year, you have the most
mhm.
amount of fees. It will go up to like 6,000 USD
Okay. Okay.
or 6.5 USD, 6.5 thousand USD.
Mhm, mhm. And is it like just especially for medical fields, if you have any idea, or like do you think that like maybe engineering and stuff like they're also having the same kind of fees?
Engineering, I think it's less here because I don't have friends in engineering, but I think it's less. Even for the Ukrainian students here, it's really less.
Mm-hmm.
But for international students, the fees is huge. When I talk to the Ukrainian students here, they don't know like why they are taking so much, because they even have scholarship and everything is same. Yeah, and even the language problem is there sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how exactly does this work then? Like you are like getting the places in Ukrainian universities rather easily, like, or is there still a lot of competition when you're applying to like Ukraine?
It's not that hard. When
Mhm,
I joined that time, we didn't have to give NIT, like the national Indian exam, to get in the universities here. But nowadays, you have to pass that exam, and then only you can apply.
mhm.
So India is only making it tougher, but the universities here, they are making it very easy to get in, and you can do whatever you want. As you said, it's easier for like the international students outside.
Mhm, mhm. Perfect. So, and how much does it cost to like stay in Ukraine? Like, what are the standard living costs?
So it will be like if you're staying in a hostel, so it will be like 150 USD per month,
Mhm,
in which you don't have food included, but you have electricity and heaters, everything, because it's a weather is very cold in winters. So that is all included in that per month, 150 USD. And if you're staying in flats, so I have a studio apartment here, like one bedroom and kitchen and like toilet. So like for that you have to give around 300 USD,
mhm,
like in the main area in the center.
mhm. And how much does it cost to like kind of like buy groceries and like monthly expenses for that?
Monthly expenses, I think groceries are not that expensive here.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can give you example, like chicken, it's around Indian rupees. You will get it in. I don't know the price in India because I don't eat, but
Yeah.
my friends they eat. So it's like here you get it in half kg or 1 kg. You will get of 30 gravenas,
Mm-hmm.
not 30 gravenas. I think 60 gravenas. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can do it 2.5 into 2.5, 60 into 2.5. So that thing is cheaper. Like,
Holy crap! I just like converted into euros. That's like €1 and 86 cents.
yeah, really cheap here.
Yeah,
The dairy
crazy.
product is very cheap, very
Mhm.
cheap.
That's nice. That's good
But
to
the
hear.
vegetables, but vegetables are in winters, especially, it's very high. But nowadays
Okay.
you get it easily. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, like, I think Ukraine is also like importing a lot of stuff like directly from other countries. So, I mean,
Yeah.
could make sense. And any other thing, like, what are the major differences? Let's say we talk about if when you move from India to Ukraine, like, how did your eating habits changed, or like, what were the different things for you? Like, was it easy to adapt to the Ukrainian cuisines or something? Or tell me a bit about it.
See, first when I came, I was sent to hostel. So that time we didn't have any mess there. So it was, I knew how to cook. So it was not that hard for me. My friends were there. So we all would cook, like we would all make it together. But it's not that hard also because you get Indian stuff here. Like you will get everything possible you can get and make it yourself. But if someone does not know how to cook, it's really hard for them. Like the food is very different. They have borscht, they have everything. Like whatever they will have, it is sometime pork or beef. So it's very hard for them.
Mm-hmm.
Like Indians don't usually eat those.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's sometimes hard if you don't know
Mm-hmm.
how to cook.
Mm-hmm.
But there are many cuisines restaurants here, so it's very easily available,
Mm-hmm.
whatever you want to eat.
And Aditi, one more thing. So, like in most of the
Yeah.
European countries that I've seen, like, you always have these Indian stores nearby where you can buy some groceries, atta, lays, kurkure,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
whatsoever. Do you also have something like that there?
We have like scone shops. You like people who are towards corn, so they
Mm-hmm.
have opened some stores here. And we have some Pakistani shops here, so
Mm-hmm.
you can go and buy. And we also have we particularly don't have like a store here for spices
Mm-hmm.
or some different, but you get everything. Like you can order online. You have a site here. You can order those things online in triple amount of money.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I understand that. And let's talk a bit about the job opportunities part. Because now I see, Aditi, like you're also planning to essentially like move away afterwards. I also know that like Ukraine also has a population, so they have like one of the fastest like decreasing population because most of the people they try to move away like
Yeah.
from Ukraine. The same is true in Bulgaria, in Romania, so many of the Eastern European countries. So have you like seen like people struggling with jobs or something, or do you think like jobs are like not such a big problem here?
I think jobs are not a big problem here, but the salary is a problem here
Mm-hmm.
because in government thing you get really less salary. Our teachers they tell us that they are getting at least amount of salary here, so it's the problem with salary.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, the infrastructure is really good here, but the salary pattern is not good. Like if you
Mm-hmm.
working for whole month, you will only get 5,000. Like I'll tell you USDs, you'll only
Mm-hmm.
get $300 or like that, and their expenses are really much high. So for that, that's why people want to move out. And then
Hmm.
yeah.
That makes sense. I mean, like, because I tell you from our experience, so we also have a company in Romania, and we saw the prices there for the salaries and stuff, and like we were shocked because like here, let's say in Germany, we were paying for like let's say employees like 2,500 euros per month, and like on top of that, you have to pay the social contributions, which is additional cost on the side of the employer. So that would be another 20% or something. So towards the end, we ended up paying 3,000 euros for one employee. But when we saw in Romania, like you can just hire one employee full time for 500 euros per month. And I was like, how is that possible? So that was like very interesting. And that's also one of the reasons that I talked to like my Romanian friends, and they're like, yeah, every single time, like we do not want to stay in Romania because the salaries are just too low. It doesn't make sense for us. So you're right. I mean, like this could be one of the major reasons. Yeah.
Yeah, and people here, they usually go out because the salary pattern is really high. People even go to India to work because salary is so less here.
Mhm.
Even though the currency is very means 2.5 higher than us, but they still go to India for like settling there.
Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And what is the story with permanent residency or citizenship, Aditi?
I don't know really much about this
Mhm.
thing because I have never wanted to stay here, so I've not digged in that. But the thing is, how much I know, people usually come here to get married because Ukrainian girls are, everywhere they're spread because it's pretty much easier to get married here.
Okay.
So people usually get married and then they try to get their residence here.
Mhm.
But if you have a second option as well, so you can earn properties here. You can invest a good amount of money in Ukraine, and you can also get that time. And one more option is there, like where you can adopt your parents here.
Mm.
So you become their son and something like that. So and then you can stay here.
Man, that's some
And
crazy stuff, huh?
yeah, I got to know all this here only from my Ukrainian friends.
Mhm. So like
Yeah.
you see like a lot of like internationals like coming to like Ukraine and like getting married to the women there, or like
That's the it's I think the best work here which is going on in Ukraine.
okay.
Yeah, people usually come here because to get married.
No, but like is the process so easy, or are the women so easy? That's the main question here.
I think the women here are very easy because they really don't want to stay in Ukraine.
Okay. Yeah, makes
Yeah,
sense.
yeah. So they just want to move out, and sometimes there are contract marriages, so they can be
Mm.
just easily available. You give them a good amount, and they will marry you, and then later on they will take divorce or something like
Mm.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, there are many agencies here to do
Mm.
all this. They'll do everything for you just to get you.
That's interesting. I mean,
But
I know, Aditi, like this is like the Eastern European side. Like you definitely see like issues like these, which like then brings in a lot of questions. Like then like is this marriage legitimate? Like if you're going to like any other EU country and so on. So I mean, like of course everybody does what they want, but like I think like this is just like one of the issues that people have to
yeah,
definitely think about. The thing with the property investment, so I think like that's pretty standard. Like you will find it also in many other countries.
yeah,
Like that's called the golden visa. So essentially when you come to Germany, for example, Germany's golden visa is I think around at 500,000 euros. So like either you have to like build a business, employ 10 people, or you have to like buy a property worth like 500,000 euros. In Portugal you have for 350,000, Denmark you have 300,000. So like it's very different in different countries. So
yeah.
that's of course an option. And let's talk about like let's say your motivation now to like finally come to Germany. So like what is driving you for that?
First of all, I know that fees is you don't have to pay fees there
Yeah.
for like MD. I'll be doing my MD there, so I think I don't have to pay my fee. And side by side, I can also earn. And infrastructure of Germany in medical field is really high, so it's even better than India. So I thought, why not? Let's try for Germany. And so yeah, basically that's the reason I want to go to Germany. So even when I got to know about your channel, so it was about Germany, so I was pretty much
Up for the
interested in
collab.
that. Yeah,
Yes.
that I can learn something about Germany from you.
The interesting thing here is that Aditi, in Germany you essentially really don't pay anything for tuition fee, and like that's the thing. And many people like try to like come up with rumors that yeah, the German government is discussing that, discussing this, but like there are no sources for that. Like this is just like all like nonsense from like people who try to like push students to different kind of countries. Germany, like as of now, there's only one state in Germany which has tuition fee, and that is 1,500 euros per semester. The state is called Baden-Württemberg. Only one state.
Okay.
Every other state you have like let's say universities in Berlin, you have in Frankfurt, you have in Munich, all of Hamburg, for example, None of these universities charge any tuition fee at all. You just have to pay a semester contribution, and that's just like 300 euros per semester. So
Okay.
it's pretty nice.
And what about the admissions? Like, how do you get admission in Germany?
hmm So, like when you're applying for German universities, I mean, the engineering side is completely different. So there you have a website called daad.de, so .de, and there you essentially find all of the information, and the entire application process is completely online. You just need IELTS. Like if you're applying for English taught programs, you don't need any kind of this other tests like GMAT or something for most of the universities, or GRE for most of them. So it's pretty simple. But like for the MD part, I think like I'm going to send you the video with the doctor, so that like you can like
Okay.
sit down and like take a look at that, because he explained in a lot of detail there. But yeah, it's like for Germany, at least like for the engineering side or like any non-medical side, the process is like pretty simple. It's not so difficult.
Okay. So like basically, even one more thing I'll tell you. Like if I'm doing like German course here, like I'm doing A1. So for every lesson, I have to pay like $10.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that. So I have to like till C1, I'll have to give a lot to them, but they don't know English also very properly.
Mm,
So yeah,
that's not
that's
nice. You should
basic.
think about like taking some online courses,
Yeah.
or like
And
there are some Indian institutes too, like they're also like teaching you in online classes. Think about it. I think that makes a lot
yeah,
more sense.
yeah, I'll be doing that now because here I'm doing it, but the teacher, she does not know a lot of words in English, so she translates in Ukrainian, and then she tells me. So that's a problem. So yeah, I'll be doing A2 from Indian, I
Mm-hmm.
think,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, yeah.
Indian teacher.
That makes complete sense. And
Yeah.
Aditi, so like wrapping it up for my channel, like do you have any other special tips or any advices you would like to give to the people who are thinking about studying in Ukraine?
Studying in Ukraine is not that hard. I will tell everyone, but if you have to learn a bit of language here to survive, and especially you have to learn how to cook because that's some necessity. And yeah, basically this. So otherwise, it's all easy to hear. People are very helpful. They will help you in everything, but you don't just have to be calm and just do your work. Don't disturb anyone. Nobody will tell you anything here. So that's the main thing I have learned here.
Mm-hmm. That's very nice. So thank you
Yeah.
so much for joining in, Aditi. It was very nice to have you on the channel. And guys,
Nice.
anybody who's watching the video, don't forget to take a look at Aditi's channel. I'm going to put the link for her channel in the description below, so that you can go follow her and take a look at her videos. She's doing some very interesting stuff. So subscribe to her channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, Aditi.
Bye.